Hey, I'm Greg Aronowitz from Barnyard Effects, and I'm here at Power Morphicon 2014 in Pasadena with Brandon.
What's up, everybody?
Brandon was Jack Landers on S.P.D, which was the season that I executive produced, and Red Ranger.
I was the Red Ranger. You want me to expand?
Yeah,
expand on that? Oh, it was great. The character was a great character, you know. Classic anti-hero, not interested in being a leader, but kind of thrust into this position, and learns about himself, and learns how to lead, and then leaves it to the next guy. So it was a great arc. I had a great time. Working with Greg was great. Yeah, one of the best experiences of my entire life.
And that was only the beginning. Like now when people hear like, you know, Brandon Jay Mclaren, they think like, what do they think?
Hopefully Graceland, which is the show that I'm on now on USA Network, Wednesday nights, 10 o'clock. Watch it.
Link below.
Right? Can we put that in? Okay. We do that in post. Cool, man.
But yeah, you've been tearing it up, like all kinds of, you know, shows. You had a bunch of different things.
Yeah. You know, before Graceland, I did the second season of Falling Skies, and then before that, I was on The Killing, which was great. We got nominated for 6 Emmys in our first season, so that was great. You know, I did some big features like She's a Man, DreamWorks, and so it's been since Power Rangers, everything has gone really, really well.
I sit at home watching him crying, going, I knew him winning.
when he wore red spandex.
Are we gonna see any back? Don't blink. Too close. Don't blink. Talk to me, because I'm not gonna blink. I'm focused.
What was I smoking?
Main starts an hour after second has started, so we're an hour late for lunch. That's when we love.
Those are my favorite days.
Boys get really relieved.
We had so much fun, man.
That's really what it comes down to.
No food and no Brandon, a very, very...
This is a kid show.
What are you saying?
What did I say?
There's always something
dirty.
Always something. How do you feel about all this? Like, you know, Power Rangers, it's interesting. At the time, it was like, wow, we're Power Rangers, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you went on, you're doing other stuff. I'm sure you talk about, like, I was a Power Ranger. A lot of people are probably like, that's weird, you know?
You know what? Everybody knows that I'm a Power Ranger. Every interview I do, they talk about, they find a way to fit it in. I just did Entertainment Tonight 2 days ago. And we talked about Power Rangers.
Yeah.
We talked about Graceland, obviously. They're like, so Power Rangers.
So I do want to talk about an old role of yours. You used to be a Red Ranger.
I was the Red Ranger.
Which is pretty dope, first of all.
Everybody talks about it. So it's something that I've like embraced, you know what I mean? Because you can't get away from it.
Right.
You can't, so you might as well embrace it, and it's, you know, it's a cultural phenomenon. It really is. I mean, we're here still.
Yeah, and we will be.
10 years later, we'll be in 10 more years. We will be here.
This interview.
So it's a cultural phenomenon, man. So I'm extremely proud, and I'm proud of our version of the show.
Man, I got something to say, man. I got something to say.
Just further in, yeah.
No,
Position's good, but like a half a bandwidth, so it's
they
there.
had my character quit and shit, right?
Yeah, he's fired.
Let's keep coming. I know what's going on. I think I don't know.
I don't remember any of this.
They're trying not to bring me back next year for the reunion episode. My character quits. Yeah. So how do you write me back in? I know, motherfucker. I'm on to you. And you know what? I don't give a shit.
What was I smoking?
What does it feel? You know, we've never actually really talked about this.
Yeah.
I know Chris, I ended up talking to him a lot because he so badly wanted to be Red Ranger.
Yeah.
But you were Red Ranger, and you know, tons of people, like I think like 300 people auditioned for the part, including Chris, and including Corey Monteith from Glee.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean, like lots of people want to be Red Ranger, but it's like, how does it feel that you were Red Ranger?
I mean, I'm eternally grateful. I remember, I don't think I read for it at first. I think I read for all 3 of the roles, and they kept making me read again, and then And then
All three. Did you read for Bridge?
I think I did. Oh, maybe just Sky.
You're
maybe
too
just
cool
Sky.
for Bridge. Like, I
Maybe
don't even
just
know
Sky.
how that would have worked.
And they're like, oh, they wanted me to read for Jack, and I read for Jack, and then what I was told is it's in between green or blue. That's what I was told. You probably am. And then I got the call that I was going to be red, and it's funny. I have one of my good friends. He was a closet Power Ranger fan. Never told me until I auditioned for it. And then he started freaking out. And I was like, you know what I mean? And he's like 10 years older than me. You know? He's like in his mid-30s. And then when I told him that I got the Red Ranger, he went ballistic. He was like, dude, do you understand what this means? And I go, not really, you know?
It means I got a job.
Yeah, exactly. I get to go to New Zealand for 9 months. But no, it's pretty cool, you know, and it also taught me, just as an actor, like how to, you know, when you play a leader for that long, you kind of learn certain qualities that stay with you, you know, and certain parts of the character kind of infuses into you, and so it was great, man. Yeah, it was great.
Cool. Yeah, and definitely, you know, we talk about this on the panels a lot. Certain characteristics of you fuse back into the character, and you know, that was what was cool about Jack, was that he was a leader, reluctant at first, and assumed the role, but was also always just very like, let it flow, you know. And
yeah, I think Jack only stepped in when he felt he needed to, you know, and
you were not a micromanager.
This is what I mean. Yeah.
Which, you know, like more leaders need to be like that. It's hard to perform your best when someone's breathing down your neck.
It's impossible, you know? And you have to trust your team. You know, I think people lead the best when they trust the people that are around them.
Which is kind of what Confronted was about.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You having people do your laundry and stuff, and it's like that's not what a leader is.
That's not what a leader does. Although that could have lasted a couple more episodes.
There's a lot of sitting down, a lot of
feet up on the table. I remember having my feet up all the time.
Yeah, you're in the lounge chair while the other guys were wiping out. Remember when we were they were running through the mud, and Matt cut his nose, and just lost his shit. He was like, I'm scarred for life. My career is over. It was like a little.
That was a bit of an overreaction on his part. I actually did feel bad that day because they were not comfortable.
Yeah.
In the mud.
Well, I'm sure they were thrilled when you ran up that dune.
Yeah.
Because they were just at the bottom, like, go. What did you think the first time you walked into the command center?
Man, I was so impressed. This command center was actually a really, really impressive set. There were times where we were like, damn, we're doing a kid show, but we could not be doing a kid show. You know what I mean? Like, because it did feel at times like a feature film set.
That was the stuff, especially towards the end when we were all like close, like family, and didn't want it to end. We talked a lot about like there should be an SPD movie.
No, I know. We had conversations about that. Did Bruce pitch it to them? No.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm sure they did every season, right? Yeah.
They were just like.
I remember this. Was there not champagne?
There was champagne.
I remember champagne.
Yeah, well, you dumped it on Allie.
Did I? That's why I remember it. There we are. What a great time.
It was awesome being able to share all this stuff with you.
It was great to see that stuff. I mean, that takes me back.
Good time.
Really great.
GTs, that was your thing.
That was GTs.
And we will do it again sometime.
Yes,
I can't wait to work with you again.
Let's do the New Zealand, please. Can we do New Zealand?
In the meantime, we'll all just get to watch you on TV.
Yeah. Thanks.
SPD Emergency.